used to wake up every single day convinced of one great lie. I'd look at my to-do list, feel the weight of everything I hadn't started, and tell myself if I just had a couple extra hours in the day, everything would be different. I genuinely believed that time was the only thing standing between me and my dreams. I thought that if the universe just gifted me a 26th or 27th hour, I'd finally launch that project. I'd finally get in shape, and my life would magically click into place. But here is the embarrassing truth I had to face. I didn't have a time problem. I was just using my time. Like an absolute moron, I'm going to share the exact mindset shift that took me from I'm too busy to breathe to actually getting more done in 4 hours than I used to do in a whole week. And honestly, it sounds so simple you might think I'm trolling you. But stay with me, because the data I found out about myself is actually terrifying. 30-3-30. The screen time reality check not long ago. I was complaining to a friend. I was doing the busy dance telling him how swamped I was, how I was drowning in work, and how I desperately needed more time. My friend, who is way too observant for his own good, just looked at me and asked one simple question: how many hours did you spend on your phone yesterday? I laughed it off. I said, I don't know, maybe an hour, total? I'm a busy guy. He didn't say a word. He just pointed at my phone and said, open your settings. Check the screen time app. I opened it, and my heart actually sank. 5 hours and 42 minutes. I sat there staring at that number in total silence. Nearly 6 hours of my day were gone. Gone to what? Scrolling through feeds I don't remember. Watching 15-second videos that added zero value to my life. Reading arguments between strangers. Playing games I don't even like that much. I felt like I'd been caught stealing from my own bank account, because that's exactly what I was doing. I was stealing my own life, second by second, and then having the nerve to complain that I didn't have enough of. At 3:30, 5:30. The tracking experiment, the hidden leaks. After that wake-up call, I decided to go deeper. I decided to track every single minute of my life for 7 days. I'm talking about everything: eating, working, showering, staring at the wall, and procrastinating. What I found was shocking. It wasn't just the 5 hours on my phone. It was the transition. Waste. I realized I spent over an hour every morning just waking up while scrolling in bed. That's 7 hours a week. That's a full workday spent horizontal, doing absolutely nothing. I found that I was procrastinating with extra steps. You know what I mean? You have a big task to do, but you tell yourself, I should probably organize my desktop first, or let me just clear out my inbox so I can focus. It's a fancy way of avoiding the work that actually moves the needle. I realize that we don't lose time in big chunks. We leak it in minutes. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. By the end of the day, those leaks have drained your entire tank, the 7:30. Time versus money, the ultimate mindset shift. Here is the shift that changed my life. We treat money with so much respect. If someone asked to borrow $100, you'd ask why. You'd think about whether they'd pay you back. You'd decide if it was worth it. But with time, we hand it out like it's trash. A random notification pops up. Sure, take 10 minutes of my focus. A TV show you don't even like is on. Sure, take 2 hours of my evening. I started asking myself one brutal question for every activity. Is this worth my life? Because that's what time is. It is your life. When you spend an hour on something, you aren't spending time. You are spending a piece of your existence that you will never get back. Is scrolling through a celebrity's vacation photos worth an hour of your life? Is a toxic argument in a comment section worth 30 minutes of your existence? When you look at it that way, the answer is almost always a resounding no. 739. How to flip the script. The solution: I had to stop waiting for time to appear. You will never have time. You have to take it. I made a list of the 3 things that actually mattered to my long-term happiness. Then I looked at my calendar and realized they weren't even on there. So, I flipped the script. I started scheduling my most important work for the first 2 hours of my day. I treated those 2 hours like a high-stakes meeting with a billionaire. I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't take calls. And I wouldn't check my phone. And the result? I wasn't working harder. I was just working on the right things. Suddenly, I had more free time than I knew what to do with. I realized that 90% of the things I thought were urgent were just noise. End. Conclusion and the challenge. So, here is my challenge to you for this week. Don't take my word for it. Prove me wrong. Track your time for just 7 days. Every minute. Be brutally honest. At the end of the week, look at that list and ask yourself, Is this how I want to spend my life? Because whether you like it or not, that is how you are spending your life. Every hour is a trade. What are you trading your life for? Stop giving your hours away to things that don't deserve them. Start protecting your time like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. If you're ready to take control, I've put a productivity planner in the description below to help you track those leaks and find your focus. Hit that like button if this gave you a reality check, and subscribe to join the Shift Logic community. Tell me in the comments, what is the one thing you are going to stop doing this week to reclaim your time? Thanks for watching. Remember, you don't need more time. You just need to stop giving it away.